What's good, ladies and gentlemen? RFG will be slaying some demons today and giving some very profound knowledge, some very profound wisdom, okay? This just came to me about a week ago, and somebody was talking to me about this cosmology known as the Heliopolis cosmology. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. It's called the Heliopolis cosmology. So the prefix is helio, okay, which has to do with Helios, the sun. So, ladies and gentlemen, the original cosmology that was present in Kemet was none other than the Heliopolis cosmology, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this piece of hieroglyphics right here, okay, you can look and see it's very aged and it's very old. Okay, so case in point that this is definitely one of the first cosmologies, okay, that the Egyptians were putting on their walls. You see what I'm saying? In their hieroglyphics. You can also compare this cosmology, okay, to the flat earth cosmology, and you can see a huge difference as far as its clarity and its age, okay? This picture right here is obviously much younger and much newer than this cosmology right here, okay? This cosmology, ladies and gentlemen, is the Heliopolis cosmology, and right here you have the sun. Okay, you have Ra. This is not Geb, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the arms and look at the sun. Okay, this is not Geb. This is Ra. Ra is standing up on his throne and he's holding another sun on top of his head. There are also 12 planets, okay, a total of 12 planets orbiting around the sun, okay? And these two goddesses are keeping everything in balance with the magnetic energy of the dark matter of the universe. Okay? And case in point, okay, we have this photo right here. Okay, this is, you know, touching on the same subject. Right here we have Soul 1, and then we have Soul 2. Okay? Right in the scarab beetle's legs, okay, that's Soul 2, and right here in its arms is Soul 1. Soul is the sun, the stargate where our soul comes from, the sun. So right here we have the Egyptian scarab holding two suns, one in its hands, one in its legs. Okay, this is proving the original cosmology in Kemet was the Heliopolis cosmology, and it clearly showed and stated that the sun is part of a binary star system. So this other dwarf star is none other than Nibiru, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, right here you have your Egyptian scarab holding the sun and Nibiru in its grasp. Okay, so once again, I'm going to make this very easy for everybody to understand and grasp. This is one of the oldest hieroglyphic texts in Kemet, and this is their first form of cosmology. It's called the Heliopolis cosmology. Okay, so once again, we have the sun god Ra, holding up Nibiru, the second sun, the binary star system. And there are 12 planets orbiting around the sun god Ra. Okay? Let's see what this person who created his own website, you know what I'm saying, the individual who did the excavation, let's see what he had to say. Okay, here's the stars at night, along with the spherical planets. Okay, Soul 1. Where is Soul 1 pointing to? Soul 1, which is sun number 1. Sun number 1 is pointing to the large astrological object that we see in the sky every day, the sun. This is the sun god Ra. And Ra is holding Nibiru on the top of his head. Sol 2. Sun number 2. Sol 2. Sun number 2. On top of sun number 1's orbit. So Nibiru is actually on top of the sun, okay? That's why it's very hard for individuals to see it in the normal day. You know, the sky, looking up at the sky in a normal day, it's very hard to see Nibiru, but Nibiru is getting closer and closer to the earth. That's why the weather is heating up on the earth, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I'm getting ready to do a whole new lecture on the global warming. The global warming is actually real, and it is a complete government psyop to call global warming a farce, okay? That is a multi-billion dollar operation, okay, for their claim to call global warming a farce, and it has to do with the chemtrails being sprayed in the atmosphere as well, okay? The chemtrails are to cause a cooling of the planet, to cool the planet down, because these people know the second sun is coming back, okay? Sol number 2, Nibiru, is coming back. And according to the first Cosmology in Kemet, which is the Heliopolis Cosmology, okay, we have 2 suns, and we originally had 12 planets orbiting the sun. Okay, so once again, stars at night, along with the circle/spherical planets. We have Sol number 1, which is sun, the sun. We have Sol number 2, which is Nibiru, the dwarf star Nibiru. Okay, a god standing on the sun with the second sun above his head shows the rotation of one sun is linked to the other, hence why one sun is invisible. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen, because while the planets are orbiting around the sun horizontally, the second sun Nibiru is on top of the sun at an angle. So it is very hard and very rare for people to actually see Nibiru, okay? But these photos I'm getting ready to show you guys is going to blow you guys away. Okay, so like I said, okay, this is the ancient scarab in Kemet holding Ra, the sun god, the sun, and then holding Nibiru right here, right in front of our faces. Our ancestors telling us in plain sight that we are part of a binary star system. Okay? So let's look and see what we got here. Okay, we have people all across the planet seeing a second sun. Okay? Second sun. Okay, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. These photos are real. Okay? These photos are real. These photos are real, ladies and gentlemen. Sweden and Poland. Let's look and see. Look at this. You see 2 suns. Look at Poland. Their sunset. You see 2 suns. They see the sun. They see Nibiru behind it. Sweden. They see the sun. They see Nibiru behind it and at an angle. Oh, another photo. Another photo with 2 suns. There's another huge source of light behind the sun. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, ooh, that's getting real big, isn't it? Because Nibiru's on the way. That's why they keep spraying the chemtrails, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to cool the planet back down because they know only ones with a certain amount of melanin are going to be able to survive on the Earth's surface. So they're trying to cool this Earth down. Okay? I want everybody to go research all the second sun sightings all across the world. Here we go. That's the sun setting. Oh, that's the second sun behind it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the second sun behind it. Kind of hard to deny forensic evidence. Oh, here, there we go again. There we go again. Okay, there are hundreds of second sun sightings all across this world. Okay, here's one right here. Absolutely unbelievable. Here's another one. Two different suns. And notice that this information is definitely, oh, and see, these people already know. These people already know what's up. Yep, they're definitely keeping this out of the mainstream media, without a doubt. That's ridiculous right there. Two suns. Let's see. Oh, another photo. Two suns. Two suns. Nibiru is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the underground bases were built in North America. Yep. Another picture. Two suns. Yep. So, oh, here we go right here. Another picture of two suns. It's time to wake up, people. Okay? So, according to our ancient ancestors, okay, the earth, it orbits around the sun and the second sun, which is Nibiru, okay? We live on a globe. We do not live on a flat plane, okay? Another ancient civilization that clearly knew we lived in a solar system and orbited around the sun were the ancient Sumerians. And the ancient Sumerians, ladies and gentlemen, they predate Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sumerians also predated Ethiopia. And look what they had on their wall. 13 astrological objects. 13 astrological objects in the solar system. 13. It all goes back to the number 13, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So that Kemetic beetle, that scarab beetle I showed you in Kemet, is basically what the Dogon, okay, what their Kanaga symbol is. The Dogon Kanaga symbol holds the sun in its arms and Nibiru at its feet, just like that scarab beetle. It is the same ideology, ladies and gentlemen. That is what the Dogon's Kanaga symbol represents. Okay, we are in a binary star system, and if you look up what the Dogon believe, the Dogon believe that most of the stars in this galaxy are part of a binary system. Most of these stars, okay, have a partner star, and they orbit around each other. This is all according to the Dogon's information, ladies and gentlemen. You can go verify this information with yourself. Okay? We, ladies and gentlemen, we are part of something beautiful. We are part of a beautiful universe. A beautiful universe. Okay, that's vast and enormous and diverse. Okay? With different kind of stars, different kinds of planets, different kinds of life forms. We have an ever-evolving, ever-moving, ever-expanding universe around us. Okay? So anybody who says that the universe is not in motion and it's not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't go through cycles and it's not huge, enormous, and vast, and it's not diverse, is saying that we don't have an almighty and an all-powerful creator that is ever expanding, that has no limitations, that has no ledge to its knowledge. Okay? Don't let anybody psych you out into this flat earth doctrine bullshit nonsense that is a government psyop to split up the truther community, okay, and to cause division amongst the people who are waking up. Okay? We live in a beautiful cosmos, a diverse, okay, universe. All kinds of life forms and entities. Okay? Very beautiful. Okay? Ever expanding. We have an ever expanding creator. with an ever-expanding consciousness, ever-expanding enlightenment. Okay? Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So let's look at the human body. The human body has 13 chakras. Okay? The most melanated people on the planet, the people who have the highest concentration of neuromelanin in their pineal gland, they have 13 chakras. 13 chakras, ladies and gentlemen. And they all orbit, oh, wait a second. They all orbit in the counter-rotating field of light around us, and it all goes around a central point of, the heart chakra. The heart chakra. And what rules the heart chakra? Ladies and gentlemen, the sun rules the heart chakra. So, as above, so below. We have a heart chakra with 12 chakras orbiting around it. And by the way, all those chakras that we have are spherical. So as above, so below, the spherical sun has 12 spherical objects orbiting around it, just like our chakra system. As above, so below, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is not hard to understand. It's really not hard to think about, okay? So when the creator decided to make this universe, the creator decided to make the most basic object in the universe, and that most basic object is none other than an atom. And the atom is made up of a spherical nucleus that has spherical electrons and spherical protons. What are they doing? Oh, they're orbiting around the spherical nucleus. Uh-oh, where does that look familiar? Okay, the spherical sun with 12 spherical planets orbiting around it. We have the spherical heart chakra with 12 other spherical chakras orbiting around it. Okay, so the atom does the same thing, and the atom is basically, the most, the most basic, form of a structure in this whole universe, and it symbolizes nothing but a goddamn mini solar system. Oh. But you want to keep it going. The creator linked these atoms, these spherical atoms, up against each other, and these spherical atoms decided to form spherical water molecules. And look, ladies and gentlemen, they're spherical. What do you know? These tiny water molecules are spherical, ladies and gentlemen, and they also can make sand molecules, and the sand molecules would come together and form sand particles. Now, what shape are these sand particles? They damn sure ain't flat. They're not 100% flat. They're more of a spheroid. They're more of a spherical shape. So when these spheroid sand particles came together, in a giant mass, they actually formed spherical asteroids. That's why the moon has impact craters, because you can't form a crater unless the object was hit by a spherical object, ladies and gentlemen. Common sense. You see? So these spherical asteroids came together and they formed, what do you know it? Spherical planets. Whoa, what do you know? Wow, that's incredible. We have an incredible creator, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to take it a little bit further, let's go into your creation and how your soul and your body came into this dimension. Your physical body came from your mom being impregnated and fertilized with sperm that came from your dad's spherical testicles. Spherical testicles. Uh-oh. You see how everything in this universe goes back to the sphere? Do the flat earthers and the flat brainers get it? Okay, because this is the official nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the official nail in the coffin. Okay, so the sperm came from his spherical testicle. It went through his urethra, went into, okay, your mother's womb. Then the sperm, okay, it traveled up into the womb, and it went into eggs that came from your mother's spherical ovaries. Spherical ovaries. They're spherical, ladies and gentlemen. The egg that your body was fertilized in was spherical, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, do you see where I'm going? Do you see where I'm going with this? And after that, Akasha, who's in control of your Akashic records, okay, she sent your soul in this dimension through a stargate to go into your mother's womb, okay? And your soul, this is what your soul looked like. It was a spherical light orb. It was a spherical light orb. Your soul's essence is a spherical light orb. Nothing to do with flatness. Absolutely nothing. Okay? It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up because, ladies and gentlemen, most of you guys have been bamboozled. Bamboozled. Okay? I want everybody to understand what's going on here. Okay? The flat earth is a government psyop. Okay, there was many ancient civilizations like the Sumerians, like the first cosmology in Kemet. Even the Ethiopians knew we were on a sphere. Look how retarded this is. I want to show you how retarded this is. Okay, you see these stars at the top of the firmament? According to the flat brainers, the stars at the top of the firmament are 30,000 miles off of the Earth's surface. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I can stand on the ground and look up at the night sky with the naked eye and clearly see the tiny stars at the top of the firmament with my naked eye. Okay? So wait a second. We have this giant ball that is much, much closer to the earth, and it's lighting up damn near half of the earth, and you're telling me I can't stand at a point of elevation and even look through a telescope and witness the sun shining over another country? These flat brainers want to talk about NASA's photos. Oh, all the pictures of the earth are fake. Wait a second. If you flat earthers are so adamant about proving your point, get off of your lazy ass. Get off of your lazy ass. Get from behind your computer desk and conduct your own experiments. And let's see a photo of all 7 continents flattened out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see it. Put up or shut up. Put your money where your mouth is, okay? And let's see if you prove who you are through your damn actions. Conduct your own experiments and see if you can get a photo of all 7 continents flattened out. Otherwise, this right here is nothing but a preschool theory. Okay? So I want somebody to answer this question. If I'm at a certain point of elevation on this flat disk, and I can clearly see the stars at the top of the firmament with the naked eye that are 10 times the distance away than the sun is from the earth. The sun is lighting up almost half of the earth. Why can't I stand at a point of elevation and see the sun's light shining over another country? And don't talk about no damn clouds, because we would still see the sun's visible light through those clouds. Okay, if the Earth was flat, the Earth lights up a latitude of 9,000 miles and it lights up a longitude of 4,500 miles. Okay, and if this is much closer to the Earth, I should be able to see this with the naked eye. I should definitely be able to get at any point of elevation and look through a telescope and see this sun shining over other countries. By the way, if the sun and the moon are orbiting in the same direction over a flat, motionless plane for thousands of years, all of your wind currents, all of your hurricanes, all of your tornadoes, all of your cyclones are going to be orbiting or blowing in the same direction. All of your wind currents, cyclones, hurricanes, tornadoes are all going to be blowing in the same direction, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so according to this model, all wind currents on the planet are supposed to be blowing east to west. And we know that is not the case. Okay? So we have major currents in the Pacific blowing west to east. We have major wind currents in the southern hemisphere blowing west to east. That cannot happen on a flat earth model. All wind on the planet, according to this model, has to be blowing east to west. Okay? Because the sun and moon's motion and the stars' motion all goes in the same direction around the flat motionless plane, right? Right? Am I right or wrong? It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, people. It's time to wake up because this shit is getting exposed. Okay? This flat earth society was actually created by the CIA because people in the truther community were waking up at an alarming rate. And the government had to come up with a plan and an agenda to divide us. You see? They had to come up with an agenda to, stop us from expanding our spiritual wisdom, stop us from expanding our knowledge, and stop us from exposing their corruption and their evil deeds. So they came up with the perfect plan to divide and conquer the truther movement. So instead of us trying to raid the Vatican buildings, instead of us trying to overthrow the government and go after the Incunabula who are, controlling the world in inner earth, instead of doing that, we're now debating each other over the goddamn shape of the earth. It was genius. This Psyop was actually genius. It was a stroke of genius, ladies and gentlemen, because as you can tell, it has worked. It has worked. Okay? This was a psychological operation that was conducted by the CIA. If you don't believe me, go on Instagram and look up an Instagram page called Forbidden Truth. Called Forbidden Truth, the number 4, Bidden Truth. And you will see that the government tried to offer that individual money to start pushing the flat earth doctrine and the flat earth theology, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So like I said, man, this stuff is not a joke and it's not a game and it is nothing to be taken lightly. Okay? They want us distracted. They want us confused. They want us arguing amongst one another while this world is destroyed and while humanity continues to be enslaved and while they conduct their New World Order program. Okay? So, like I said, this psyop conducted by the CIA, it worked out to a T. It worked to a T. Okay? You have people ready to fight and throw blows over the goddamn shape of the earth. Okay? It's a joke. It is a fucking joke, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The Antarctica Agreement was to stop people from entering inner Earth through Antarctica, that hole in the South Pole. And no flights go across Antarctica or the North Pole because there are holes in both areas, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Flat Earth has been officially flat-lined. It is over. Anything flat means it's motionless. Okay? If it's flat and motionless, that means it's dead. That means it's dead. Just like when your electric current in the hospital goes flat, when it goes flat, that means you're dead. That means you have no life. Okay? My world is globular. My world is spherical because I'm spiritual. And I'm fully awake. Okay? And even when my soul leaves my body, okay, I'm still gonna be alive. Because anything that's pertaining to the spherical is spiritual according to this universe that we live in. Ladies and gentlemen. So that's all I really had to say on this topic. If anybody wants to debate, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually willing. I'm trying to get in contact with Eric Dubé. I'm going to get in contact with Eric Dubé and Jeranism, see what I can do to get a hold of them. And I'm going to publicly debate them on a public stage. And if, like I said, if it all comes down to it, they're both going to be exposed as government agents, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone who supported RFG movement and Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe, share this video. It's the Chosen One, man. I'm out.